Hello everyone, it's Matt from Akuma Mods, back again with our review of the Frozen Sonic Luna. So, we unboxed this a little while ago. It's probably been a couple months now, actually. I'm sorry, I've been so busy with work that, I just haven't had the chance to do a lot of reviews lately. But, yeah. So, we unboxed this with the Frozen Sonic Mighty that Phrozen sent over to us to review. And finally, now I'm getting to review it and tell you guys my thoughts on it. So, first off the bat, what is this machine? Well, this is a cure station for resin prints. As you can see, I have a print on there. It's already been cured, but I figured I'd show it off just for video purposes. I will tell you that this is probably the nicer of curing stations that I've had. Just for the fact that it's got a lot of LED coverage. It's got 5 LEDs on each side, and then it has 5 LEDs on the top here as well. So you get coverage all the way around, and it works very, very well. So what makes this stand out over the others? Well, first off, the big thing is that it's big. It's meant for larger printers. So I have, just out of shot here is the Epax E10, which is a bigger printer. And I also have a Elegoo Saturn, and I have a Frozen Sonic Mighty. So those are just some of the big printers that I have. And when you go big, you obviously need something that cures big. Unfortunately, one thing that I wish it had was a cure and wash included into this one unit, but it's just a cure station. It'll do for the time being until somebody else comes along with a wash and cure station. Wink, wink. Anyway, this is a very nice unit. As you can see, it's kind of counting down. I put it on a 3-minute timer while we're doing this video. But what's some nice things about it is you have 2 different features. You have a single select model. Those are like your 5, 10, 20, and I think 30-minute intervals. And then you also have manual select, where you can actually select as much time as you want. So those are really, really nice to have, because a lot of models that people can do engineering resins and things like that require a little bit more cure time on them, or even rubberized resins. Those require a lot of curing on it. So as you can tell, when it's done, it beeps at you and everything like that. So we can go on and we can just select the modes if we need to. So we have 3, 5, 10, 20, and that's pretty much it. Manual, you just go ahead and select it, and you just press your times all the way up. And let's see how far this thing goes. I didn't even look to see. I think it goes up pretty high. Yeah, so we could go up pretty high on this. So we've got 120 minutes. That's a long time. I don't think any resin will ever go up that high or need to cure that long, that I'm aware of. At least not right now. I don't think there is. But yeah, I don't think I usually don't go past like 15 minutes. That's like my ultimate maximum. But hey, like I said, some engineering resins take a half hour. So you really gotta, make sure you got the right type of curing. And this thing is very, very bright. I will say there is one major flaw of this, and Phrozen was kind enough to let me know that this was a flaw before I even unboxed the printer, or I'm sorry, the cure station. I was gonna say the printer. And I'm pretty sure I let everybody know on the stream when I did the unboxing for it that one of the issues is on this bar on the top here. I'll show you guys. There's a little sensor right up top here. You can probably just see it. It's a little red switch. Hear me clicking it? So there's a sensor that basically the top of this hits it, and that senses to make sure that, hey, I'm not curing just out in the open and blinding everybody. Because obviously we don't want a suntan when we're, curing something right next to us, or, changing the color of everything else around it because, it's getting direct sunlight. But I will say that one of the issues is because of the way that this is molded. You'll see here that the top kind of bevels. So it kind of teeters a little bit on the top here. And the issue is if you have the Phrozen logo set up like this, it might not trigger. Now, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. This time it probably does, but we'll see. So as you can see, it does. But if you mess with it in any way, shape, or form, guess what? It goes off. So my remedy for this situation right now is to make sure that that logo is this way or that way. See how it beeps every single time? So it's a safety feature. It's good to have, but it's also a downfall because they didn't plan for that in the way that it sits, and the trigger is just a little too hard to trigger with the light hood. So I'm not sure if they went ahead and fixed that by now. I would think they did. They did let me know that there was a fix in the works, but again, I haven't talked to them in probably a couple months. Again, I've just been so busy with everything. So, but I'm pretty sure that they got that all squared away, and I let them know, like, hey, this is the issue. These are some remedies. Some tape will work on that. I don't really suggest tape because that basically eliminates the fail-safe that's on there. Like I said, my simple fix is just to turn it and just make sure that it teeters the right way, and it'll work every single time. Even if you push it, it'll work it. So, and that's pretty much all I got to say about it. You know, in terms of how the cure chamber works. Some things I wish that they kind of did a little differently. This system has a full-size solid plate on it, whereas like my Anycubic wash and cure station has an acrylic plate. So again, the big issue with these cure stations is there's not anything coming from below. So there's stuff coming from above, which is fine. I guess you could just rotate the print. But if you have something like this where you can't really rotate the print properly without it hitting something, that's kind of hard to do. So so the big issue is, you know, there's no LEDs on the bottom here. I really wish that a lot of companies started integrating that on the bottom. Also, there's not really any reflective material on the bottom. Again, you guys have probably seen my Anycubic wash and cure station video where I modified it a little bit, where it just kind of bounced the rays off everywhere. Now, it might not work the way that it's intended. It makes me feel that it's working the way that it's intended, and it might get a little bit. So that way I am curing the bottom and everything like that. But again, we don't even have a clear plate on this. It's a solid black plate that's circulating on it. So even if there was some LED or something that I can put underneath here, we're not getting that curing underneath it because there's a solid plate blocking that. So so I wish that they did an acrylic plate for version 2 and basically went from there, because that's really one of the things that it's missing. Also, one thing I really wish it had was a washing feature. But again, this is just a cure station. We'll see about, you know, if they're thinking about doing a wash station. I know I've kind of talked with them about it. They were thinking about it, but I haven't talked to them in a while, so I'll have to get with them and see if that's, you know, something they've been working on or whatnot. I know they've been trying to fulfill Sonic Mighty orders, so that's pretty much what they've been busy with. And with the way manufacturing shortaging is in China right now, as of making this video, you know, that's pretty hard to do. So, you know, that's one thing is a big issue right now that is going on in China, that they're basically having an electronic shortage in terms of, you know, resistors and capacitors and things like that. So, so that's something you really got to look at and make sure that, you know, if you're ordering a part right now, that there's going to be some weight to it. So, price point as of right now, as of making this video, I'm looking at Phrozen right now. Sorry, that's what I was kind of doing and talking at the same time. I should have pulled it up earlier, but whatever. It's $250, which is kind of a hard pill to swallow in my opinion. That's pretty much the price of a smaller resin printer, if not a resin printer and some resin. So, you gotta weigh it. It's really, do you need it? Probably, because there's not really anything out there right now unless you do a DIY, which that's fine. You can do a DIY cure chamber if you want. That's perfectly fine, but this is a really, really nice addition to have because everything is already set up, ready to go. You have a timer. Everything is just one and done. So if you're fine with doing that and you're spending the extra money, by all means, go ahead and get it. I know they had a promotion going on. I'm not sure if that's still going on, where you bought the Sonic Mighty 4K as well as the Luna, and they gave you a discounted price. If that's still going on, I do highly suggest getting that because it's kind of worth it. So in terms of price range, you do get a little bit of a discount. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. If you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, you can go ahead and put them down below. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Boom, boom. And, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell. And that'll let you know when we are doing live streams or, doing reviews of printers, accessories, whatever it may be in terms of 3D printing. And, yeah, I'll leave a link down below. I don't believe I have an affiliate link for this as of yet, but I'll double check. If I do, I'll let you know that it is an affiliate link. And yeah, if you guys like to purchase this, go ahead and head on over to those links and go ahead and purchase it. Until next time, guys, happy printing.